Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News. You're with me, Sarah Fonseca. But before we head into our stories, first we'll take a look at headlines in detail.
Mohammed Nazir sworn in as a UNP National List MP. 65-year-old shot dead in Gampaha. Water board employees strike action continues. White House National Security Council issues warning over situation in Maldives.
The parliamentary debate on reports of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into Treasury bond issue and the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into serious act of fraud and corruption are being debated. The Anti-Corruption Front and several civil organizations demonstrated obstructing the Access Road Parliament, demanding all those responsible for the bond scam to be punished appropriately. Our correspondent said there was traffic build-up in the area as a result of the protest. With that, we move on to more local news. A.L. Mohammed Nazir from Sri Lankan Muslim Congress was sworn in as UNP National List MP today. He was sworn in before Speaker Karu Jayasuriya.
மறைமுகமாக இலங்கைக்கு அல்லது இலங்கையின் வெளியிலோ ஆதரவு அளிக்கவோ ஊக்கமளிக்கவோ அளிக்க மற்றும் நிதி உதவவோ ஆக்க மாட்டேன் என்று பரிந்துரைத்து மாட்டேன் என்றும் என்று பயபக்தியுடன் உறுதிப்படுத்துகின்றேன்.
President Maithripala Sirisena presided over a public meeting in Portville.
Portville needs to be made a tourist destination. When the new Pradesh Sabha is appointed, I will work to develop the area so that the number of tourist arrival increase and increase your income. The main issue we face in the agriculture development programs are the requirement of water. We need the Heather Oya project to develop this sector. I assume there was a good playground in Portville because you have many talented sportsmen and women. There is difference among the children when it comes to sports, even if they are Sinhalese, Tamil or Muslim. Therefore, we need to build a good sports ground for the area. I will make arrangement for this. Another issue raised is the education zone in this area. I will speak to the officers and the principals following the elections and prepare a program. Then we have an issue of unemployed graduates. When the elections are over, we will take measures to provide employment to all unemployed graduates. I will make arrangements for that.
Police arrested a man in Panadura for the possession of stock of narcotic pills. Police said they launched an operation to nab the suspect after being tipped off he was selling the pills near a school. 900 narcotic pills were seized. The suspect, a 47-year-old, is a resident from Panadura and is to be handed over to the respective government authority for investigations. 5 people were injured in an accident that took place in Marvilla last night. Police said an SUV belonging to Police Special Task Force has collided with a three-wheeler at 10 late night. The driver of the three-wheeler and 4 passengers are being treated at the Marvilla Hospital. A police investigation is underway. The trade union action launched by non-academic staff at the university has hindered the academic activities across all universities in the country.
Around 15,000 people representing all higher education institutes that are controlled by the University Grants Commission are engaged in this trade union action. They claim the government has failed to abide by the conditions mentioned in the 2006 Agreement on Allowances.
A 65-year-old man shot dead in Kehelbab, the area in Gampaha this morning.
Police said that an unidentified gunman in a motorbike has shot the 65-year-old victim at around 8:30 this morning. Police said the victim was rushed to the Gampa hospital with gunshot wounds, however later succumbed to his injuries.
The Joint Trade Union Alliance of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board announced the strike action will continue until the subject minister agrees to the outcome of the meeting with the General Manager of Water Board.
42 trade unions attached to the National Water Supply and Drainage Board are taking part in this strike action. They request the 2015 salary increment anomaly be removed and the 2018 salary increment be raised by 25%. Speaking to Newsfirst, General Manager of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, Deepthi Sumanasekara, said the minister will be briefed on the outcome of the meeting held yesterday.
Now more in local news, CMC mayoral candidate Azad Sali toured in Slave Island yesterday.
Why are the people rallying behind President Maithripala Sirisena? Because he is taking a stand against fraud, corruption and theft. The bond issue will be debated. Those involved in this scam are struggling to divide everything. They could not file cases. The President took over the matter and instructed the Attorney General and the Bribery Commission to institute legal action. We have done what the UNP failed to do for 3 years. The President said after the 10th, he will take over the reins of the economy.
We'll take a look at some local news now. Crowds in large numbers have made their way to Bellambilla Rajamahavihara to pay their respect to the late Venerable Professor Bellambilla Vimalaratna Thera. The remains of the late Thero are placed at the Bellambilla Rajamahavihara for the members of the public to pay their respects. Politicians were among those who were present to pay respect today. The funeral of the late Venerable Professor Bellambilla Vimalaratna Thera will take place on the 8th at the Sri Javadanapura University grounds with full state honours.